Welcome, Triumph Seekers, to another episode on Try to Triumph, where we journey together towards self-improvement and empowerment. Today, we unravel the wisdom from the book The Art of Happiness. This insightful guide, resonating with countless readers across the globe, offers a beacon of hope and practical guidance for fostering a sense of happiness in our lives. In a world overflowing with stress and negativity, its relevance seems to only grow. This book teaches us the importance of perspective, the role of suffering, the power of relationships, and the cultivation of inner peace, all leading us down the path to happiness. It provides us with a roadmap, a blueprint, if you will, to navigate our way through the complexities of life and uncover the joy that resides within us. So gear up as we delve into the key takeaways from this enlightening book. On this journey, we aim to elevate, inspire, and empower you to find your own path to happiness. First, we must understand what happiness is, as defined by The Art of Happiness. Happiness, contrary to popular belief, is not a destination, but a journey. It's not a treasure to be found, but a state of being to be cultivated. Let's delve into the story of a highly successful entrepreneur whom we'll call Alex. Alex had everything our society equates with success and happiness: a thriving business, a luxurious lifestyle, and a bank account that could put a small country's GDP to shame. Yet Alex was not happy. He was constantly stressed, always seeking more, and never content. Then, one day, Alex decided to take a break. He left his bustling city life and retreated to a small coastal town. There, he found joy in the simplest of things: the smell of the sea, the sound of the waves, the beauty of the sunrise, the laughter of the locals, and the taste of freshly caught fish. These simple pleasures brought him a sense of peace and contentment that his material wealth had never provided. This transformation in Alex's understanding of happiness is a potent illustration of the first key point from The Art of Happiness. The book suggests that true happiness does not come from external factors such as wealth, fame, or success. Instead, it comes from within. It's about finding joy in the present moment, appreciating the simple pleasures of life, and cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment. Alex realized that happiness is not about having, but about being. It's about being present, being content, and being at peace with oneself. This profound understanding transformed Alex's life. He returned to his city life, but with a new perspective. He continued his entrepreneurial journey, but without the constant stress and discontentment. He found joy in his work, not because it brought him wealth, but because it brought him fulfillment. Thus, true happiness lies within us, not in external factors. It's about cultivating a state of being where we find joy in the present moment, appreciate the simple pleasures of life, and are at peace with ourselves. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. The second key insight from The Art of Happiness is the role of suffering in our lives. Now, the word suffering may sound harsh, but it's a universal part of our human experience. It's a thread that weaves through the tapestry of our lives, often against our will. But here's the surprising truth: suffering can be a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. In The Art of Happiness, we learn that it's not the absence of suffering that brings about happiness, but our response to it. It's about acknowledging our pain, grappling with it, and then using it as a stepping stone towards self-improvement. Let's illustrate this with a real-life example. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series. Before her rise to fame, Rowling faced numerous hardships. She was a single mother, struggling to make ends meet, living off state benefits. She battled depression and even contemplated suicide. But it was during this period of intense suffering that she penned down the first Harry Potter book. Rowling once said, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." She didn't allow her suffering to break her. Instead, she transmuted it into fuel that ignited her creativity and resilience. This is not to romanticize suffering or to suggest that pain is a prerequisite for success. Not at all. Rather, it's about recognizing that our struggles, our challenges, our sufferings can be transformative. They can break us open, revealing strength and resilience we didn't know we possessed. In retrospect, we often find that our most challenging times were also our most growth-filled. We see how our trials have shaped us, molded us, and ultimately enriched us. So instead of shying away from suffering, we can choose to embrace it, to learn from it, and to use it as a springboard towards personal growth and happiness. Indeed, suffering is not an obstacle to happiness, but a path that leads us towards it. The third key insight from The Art of Happiness is the power of perspective. This is our personal lens through which we interpret the world around us, and its influence on our life cannot be understated. The book eloquently uses the timeless analogy of the glass being half full or half empty to paint a vivid picture of the power of perspective. It's important to remember that the lens through which we observe our world can tint our experiences. Therefore, let's make a conscious effort to perceive our world through a lens tinged with positivity and appreciation, and experience the transformative power of perspective. The fourth enlightening point from The Art of Happiness centers around the importance of relationships. From the moment we're born, we're intrinsically tied to others. Our survival, growth, and happiness are deeply rooted in our connections with the people around us. Relationships are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives. They not only enrich our existence, but also play a crucial role in our pursuit of happiness. Let's consider the story of John, a successful entrepreneur who had climbed to the top of his field, yet found himself feeling empty and unfulfilled. Despite his wealth and success, he felt isolated and disconnected. He realized that he had spent so much time chasing professional accolades that he had neglected his personal relationships. This revelation prompted John to shift his focus towards nurturing his relationships with family and friends. He made time for meaningful conversations, shared experiences, and showed genuine interest in the lives of those around him. As John invested in his relationships, he noticed a significant change in his life. He felt a profound sense of happiness and fulfillment that his professional achievements had never offered him. He learned that success doesn't necessarily equate to happiness, but the warmth of genuine connections and shared experiences does. Building strong and healthy relationships requires compassion, understanding, and respect. It's about being there for each other in times of need, celebrating each other's victories, and supporting each other's goals. It's about understanding each other's perspectives, respecting each other's boundaries, and nurturing the bond with love and care. Just as a gardener tends to his garden, nurturing each plant with care and attention, so too must we nurture our relationships. We must water them with kindness, tend to them with understanding, and let them bask in the sunlight of our love and respect. And in doing so, we cultivate our own happiness. As the saying goes, happiness is only real when shared. The final point that The Art of Happiness highlights is the cultivation of inner peace. Inner peace, the tranquil state of mind, is often misconceived as a destination. Rather, it's a journey, a process that needs constant nurturing. Consider this: when a skilled gardener tends to a garden, they don't just plant the seeds and walk away. They water the plants, prune the branches, and protect them from pests. Similarly, cultivating inner peace is an ongoing task. Take the example of renowned scientist Albert Einstein. Despite his extraordinary achievements, he lived a life of simplicity, citing that a calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. His life underscores the importance of inner peace. It was not his remarkable discoveries that brought him happiness, but his ability to maintain tranquility amidst the chaos. So inner peace is not a destination, but a journey, a constant process that requires our attention. Now let's reflect on how these key points from The Art of Happiness can be applied in our lives. Consider the life of the Dalai Lama, a beacon of positivity in a world often overshadowed by strife. He has faced exile, witnessed the hardship of his people, and yet he exudes a profound sense of peace and happiness. He embodies the principles we've uncovered today. When asked about his greatest challenge, he didn't mention his exile or the plight of his people. Instead, he spoke of his daily battle with negative emotions. Each day, he practices compassion, maintains a positive perspective, and cultivates inner peace. He turns suffering into a teacher, a guide towards understanding and empathy. His life is a testament to the power of perspective. In the midst of turmoil, he finds reason for hope, reason for happiness. This is not a blind optimism, but a conscious choice to focus on the good amidst the bad, to find the silver lining in every cloud. And then, there's his unwavering belief in the importance of relationships. He often states that his friends are his greatest wealth. Despite his status, He values human connection above all else, knowing that relationships are the cornerstone of our happiness. Finally, his daily practice of meditation embodies the cultivation of inner peace. He spends hours each day in silence, cultivating a sense of serenity that radiates to those around him. Now, how can we incorporate these principles into our own lives? Start with small steps. Practice compassion, even in the face of adversity. Choose to focus on the positive. Value your relationships and invest time in them. Cultivate inner peace through mindfulness or meditation. Remember, it's not about achieving a state of perpetual happiness, but about navigating life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. It's about finding joy in the journey. Let's strive to empower, elevate, and inspire ourselves to triumph over our challenges and find our unique path to happiness. Remember, the art of happiness lies in the journey, not the destination.